Welcome back inside the Pepsi Center, where the Avs so far this year are just 7-7-3. Their home point total only 17th in the NHL. The Ford goaltending matchup has Corey Crawford down in the goal to our left. He was pulled, of course, the last time he appeared. That's the first time that's happened to any Hawk goaltender all season long. Giving up 3 goals on 13 shots. He was lifted against Winnipeg the other night. But those numbers, fantastic otherwise all season long. And we talked a little bit about 22-year-old Calvin Pickard. The save percentage second best in the league. The goals against is 6th. So he's been great in the blue paint for Patrick Waugh's team. The last 3 straight games he's played in, he's given up only 1 goal against. And that's happened in 4 of the last 6 games he's played in. So he's been great for the Avs. And now we get this one underway.
And the first period is brought to you by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers.
Well, Eric Johnson rolled it ahead. By the way, the last time these teams met, we told you the Hawks beat them 3-2. Johnson did not play in that game. And neither did Brad Stewart, so 2 guys the Avs count on defensively. Here's a great save by Crawford. Iginla had them all alone in a prime spot. And a great start for 50 and White.
Well, what a bounce back for Corey Crawford and Jarome Iginla. Second on the Avalanche in scoring. Gets his puck in a high slot, and Crawford's able to get the trapper out and not give up any second chance opportunity, but a quality chance there for the Avalanche.
Now here's a long shot, Barry, and a good save. Crawford through a screen. Rebound back to the Avs. McKinnon tries to center it, deflected back. Barry faked the shot. Now goes down low with it. Then Duchesne gave it back to him. Tyson Barry's long wrister blocked out in front by Kruger. The rebound, that's blocked by Hjalmarsson. So the Hawks paying prices early against the Colorado offense. Tyson Barry steps into the Hawk zone, did not have a lot of help there. And as the Avs regroup, we can tell you about the AT&T starting lines. They'll be at the top of your screen. Hjalmarsson bounced it up the board. Sharp got checked by Landeskog. And the Avs able to get it back. Here's Landeskog going wide. Gabriel Landeskog dropped it to Stewart, but the pass was a bad one right at his feet. The Avs need to regroup. Edmonds' feed deflecting and winds up with Crawford.
Well, it's been all Avalanche to start 90 seconds into this game and move the puck around. You talked about the selling out, Pat, the shot blocks of Kruger and Hjalmarsson and back-to-back sequences. Mentioned McKinnon and Landeskog for the Avalanche, Pat. 2 guys that haven't scored in a boatload of games. Landeskog hasn't scored in 10 games. McKinnon's gone since the middle of November, 15 or 16 games.
Yeah, 16 games in a row
without scoring. So you look at one of the reasons why the Avalanche have dug themselves a hole is when you have 2 guys that are expected to score, aren't, and they go an 1/8 of a season and almost a quarter of a season. You're asking for trouble.
Another guy, veteran Danny Briere, he doesn't have a point in 9 games and gets regular ice time, but hasn't been productive of late. Hawks get this in deep. Cleared around the boards. Iginla moved it out to Tanguay with a good kick to the stick, and he'll step into the Hawk zone. Mitchell tried to get to the net, bothered there by Eriksson. A centering pass picked off Rundblad, and then he finds Shaw, who comes away with it. Now here's a turnover. Saad dropped it to Shaw, who was going the other way. His wrister never got through. Pickard will cover. Not identified the officiating staff. We should tell you that the referees led by Brad Watson and Chris Lee. There is a Mr. Watson, the linesmen are Lonnie Cameron and Keel Murchison. Now Jonathan Toews steps on for the Hawks against O'Reilly. And the draw to the Avs. Landeskog Tipped it back into the Hawk zone. And Keith's going to have to play it. Oh, he missed Seabrook with a pass, but it's captured by Hossa. Long feed finds Saad. Keith heading for the net. Here's Saad trying to get the puck there. Keith, well covered Hayda. Rebound Johnson. And Landeskog came up with it. Gabriel Landeskog going wide. His weak wrister is blocked. Now the Avs get it back. Centering attempt deflecting, and Saad works back to center. Taken down as he tried to dump it. Going to be a penalty to the Avs, and the Hawks win the game's first power play.
Well, Ryan O'Reilly's going to go, and after Brent Seabrook made a good play in his own zone to knock down a possible opportunity, Saad gets this puck and tries to get to the red line, which he does, but O'Reilly takes his left skate out, and Saad trips, and the Hawks get a opportunity here to change the momentum in this hockey game with a man advantage.
And Eddie, we mentioned the victory at Thanksgiving when the Hawks came in here. It was the power play that turned that game around. The Avs got into penalty trouble in the second period that night, took 3 or 4 penalties in a row. Hawks scored on 2 of them, and that's what helped them win the game. Now Versteeg working the corner, Taves also, but the Avs get the puck, and Talbot has time. The Hawks power play in the last 13 games has just 4 goals, 4 out of 38. That's all that the power play unit has converted. A ring around finding Keith. And it was knocked away. It's going to be a breakaway. A chance here for the Avs to get in. Short-handed Tanguay got Crawford down. He still stopped him. Rebound in front. Out of the reach of McLeod. Tanguay and Crawford one-on-one. Got him down to the deck. But still an athletic save by the Hawks' Crawford. Now a minute for the Chicago power play. Side for Hossa. He tried to put it to Shaw, but he was well covered. Now that deflects up and out of play.
Well, Cody McCall makes a heck of a play to create this chance for the Colorado Avalanche. Right there, he chips it by Duncan Keith. But look at the effort from Jonathan Toews from our WeatherTech Rogo Cam. He puts pressure on Tanguay, Pat, so his options were limited. His options were to just push him to his forehand. Crawford was able to cheat just a little bit and know that Tanguay only had one way to go because of the back check from Jonathan Toews. He waited, and Crawford's able to deny Alex Tanguay, who has been the Avalanche's best forward.
Now Hossa put it into the corner. Saad had it escape him, and the Avs again able to come up with it. Colorado's PK leading into the Christmas break. Gave up only 1 of the last 13 over 4 games, so they were doing real well before the holiday. Then Hossa's offside here. And this is a power play for the Hawks, not getting a lot generated. How difficult is it, you know, for you guys when you played, usually it was only Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. Now you have a 3-day break where nobody's even allowed to get on the ice.
Right. And
how tough is it in the first period when you come back?
Oh, it is, Pat. I mean, it's really difficult. Think about the 2+ hour plane ride that the team had early this morning. You have a quick pregame skate, and you're mile high as well. So I mean, the thin air gets to you as well. So you put that all together. So you just really simplify the game. Short shifts, get yourself into it. Try to get those legs churning and. Try to get. It's one of these games, Pat, where you got to grind it out. There's no doubt. But to go 3 days and not to have 3 days off during the course of the season, I mean, in succession, never happens.
Yeah.
But to have this over the Christmas break, and all teams have to deal with it, you just got to simplify your game.
Well, fans may remember that a year ago, the Avs were put in the same scenario. They were made to play after the Christmas break in Chicago. And think about that. The Hawks gain an hour coming this way. They lose an hour going to Chicago. It was really an unfair scenario. And Patrick Watt chose to not leave early enough to have a morning skate that day. Landeskog centered, and O'Reilly couldn't pull the trigger. There's a good play by Keith. Denied him. Now a chance in front. Shot wide. Briere. Danny Briere, a point-blank opportunity and missed the net. Now this will be offside if the Avs touch it, but play allowed to continue. So anyway, just to finish that up, you know, this year the tables are turned. Hawks have to come to Denver. It's a long flight and different time zone and so forth. But really for the Hawks players, I mean, they had to be up at least by 6 o'clock in the morning today to get to the airport in time to leave. So they could get here to Denver and at least have a quick morning skate. That's an offside play. And I know a lot of our Blackhawks fans saying, hey, I get up at 6 in the morning every day. Well, the only difference here is nobody's trying to hit you, and we're going to get back at 2 in the morning.
Well, you can follow Tracy Myers, our Blackhawks insider, all season long on CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Click jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Close call at the Blackhawk end, which we said a lot. Landeskog to Briere, and we talked about the struggles of Danny Briere as of late, missing a golden opportunity where he just toes that, never gets a shot on goal after the play from Landeskog.
Now Johnny Oduya will send it in. Hawks changing quickly, not liking this matchup. The fourth line is on for Patrick Waugh. So the Hawks come out with Bickle, Carcillo, and Shaw. Bickle picked that one out of midair nicely, but the Avs get it back. Cody McLeod dumped it. Colorado changing on that dump in. And here's Rundblad. Firing along, bank pass to Bickle. Back goes Stewart. Challenged by Carcillo, who stole it, but the pass just out of the reach of Shaw. And back come the Avs. McKinnon going wide, shooting. He scores! Nathan McKinnon, a rocket wrist shot. He didn't have a goal in 16 games. He's got one now, 1-0.
Well, after the close call at one end, after the real good play by Danny Carcillo, nobody in front of the net for the Hawks. Here comes Nathan McKinnon, and Pat, we talked about him the last time we were here a month ago. Aren't many players quicker in the National Hockey League straight ahead, with or without the puck, and this is one where he skates right and shoots left and goes right over the stick side of Corey Crawford. I mean, that puck exploded off the stick of Nathan McKinnon. The Avalanche with a 1-0 lead.
Keith looking for Taves. He steps into the zone. His wrist shot blocked by Hayda. Taves got it back. Threw it in front. Hossa! Good save by Pickard. Taves set the table for Hossa right in the middle of the ice. Pickard beat him.
Oh, beautiful play in the middle of the ice, Pat, from Duncan Keith to Jonathan Taves. There goes the stick of Hayda. Hayda skates away from Jonathan Taves, and then Marian Hossa finds that soft little area in a high slot. Puck was on edge, and Pickard was able to make his first save of the game. And there's that little play from Duncan Keith, little give and go with Taves. Hawks are able to enter the zone there and create a quality chance, and their only chance of this first period. We're almost 7.5 minutes into the first period.
And the visitors have had a power play. Here's Taves in deep, trying to muscle his way in front. He's centered it. Here's a shot. They score! Brandon Saad set up by Jonathan Taves. Both with power-type moves. And the Hawks come right back to get the equalizer. They score 31 seconds after the Avs took the lead.
Well, that's a clean-shaven Brandon Saad right there. Goal number 8. Santa must have brought him one of those Bic razors, partner, because he's completely clean-shaven. He goes right to the net, and this was a close call here with Hossa going to the net. It looked like from our vantage point, Pat, that the net was moving as Brandon Saad shot the puck.
Well, Toronto has confirmed it's a good goal, so as soon as this puck is in play, it's a 1-1 game.
Chicago goals.
Beautiful play. A big play by the Hawks top line to step on the ice right after the Avs took the lead, and they get the goal right back.
From Taves at 7:29.
Now Oduya for Hjalmarsson. Kane's touch pass. Bouncing away from Sharp. And then it hits him. It's offside.
Well, from our vantage point here at the Pepsi Center, it looked like that the net started to look like it was coming off its holdings, and there you see the puck just barely gets in. It stays set. And Brandon Saad's able to get his 8th goal of the game. Good play there from Hossa Pat to go hard to the net, draw some traffic to the net, open up that lane. Look out. And Taves was able to make that pass.
Rundblad's good feed finds Versteeg. Then Kane was checked by Hayda.
Rundblad paired up right now.
Now a steal by O'Reilly. Rundblad has to get back for it. A check, but cleared it to center. A keep by Kane. He drives, tried to slip it in front. Now Versteeg, his long wrister missed the target. Sharp's on the other side. Patrick Sharp to Kane in deep. He's unable to pick it up, and the Avs go off the glass to get it out. Now O'Reilly into the zone, put it across. Johnson fires, he scores! Eric Johnson and David Rundblad went palms up. I wonder if it hit him. But Johnson ties his career high with his 10th goal of the year, and it's 2-1 Colorado.
Another high shot on Corey Crawford. Nice pass in the middle of the ice right here by Ryan O'Reilly. Left part of your screen. Here comes Johnson. Takes the shot and maybe off the skate of David Rundblad. I think it goes off his right calf pad as you picked up.
I mean, the way he reacted, you could be safe to say it's pretty likely got a piece of him. So the Avs right back in front.
48, Daniel Briere. Time to go 8 minutes, 53 seconds.
Now here's Tim Erickson.
Johnson from O'Reilly.
Pass out of the reach of Smith.
Outstanding.
Now it's picked up by Kruger for Smith in the corner. Van Smith now to Marcus Kruger. Working against Cleese. He tried to center. It didn't connect with Nordstrom. Smith got it back. Here's Seabrook. A long shot. Hit his own man Kruger in the leg. And he got checked, and the Avs are able to get out. Everberg dumped it for a change. Seabrook, a mischief paired up with Erickson. Here comes Hossa. Ahead for Saad into the zone. He put it to Taves. The wrist shot blocked. Good recovery by the Avs defensively. Now Saad for Oduya, whose shot hit McKinnon. Saad kept it in for Taves. Got it, and Taves slipped it in front. Saad, a shot, never got to the net. Stewart then failed to clear. And then Duchesne broke his stick in his attempt to get it out. Finally, they do get it to center. That's an offside play at the Hawks line. We're halfway through a fast-paced first, and the Avs up a goal. A reminder, as you enjoy Colbin, look forward to Miller time later in the game tonight, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Going to go back to that goal, Pat, from our Xfinity Telshare. I want everybody to keep an eye on the right calf of David Rundblad. He goes to try to block this shot. This puck is on edge, and there it just ramps up over his calf, and Corey Crawford expecting a lower shot, and it goes top shelf on Crawford. And the Avalanche with their second goal of the game. 2 goals, 4 shots for the Avalanche, 1 goal, 2 shots for the Hawks. So
let me get more shots.
Let me get the abacus out here. That's 50%.
Oh, boy. All of your teachers are so proud right now. Here's Iginla working against Rundblad. Came back to Hayda, spins it in behind. Iginla there. Looking for Tanguay. Then Hossa. Couldn't get it out. Hayda's long shot. Good save on an Iginla redirect. Great stop by Crawford. 37-year-old Jerome McGinley still knows how to get it done. That puck, they say, came just outside the line. The call from Keel Murchison, and the play is stopped.
Boy, Jerome McGinley's had 2 quality chances in this game, and you're right, Pat, standing in front of the net. Ada with the low shot and then the redirect. Beautiful left pad save there from Corey Crawford. Jerome McGinley's on that line with John Mitchell, who's just returned from injury, and Alex Tanguay, who he has a relationship with from his days in Calgary with the Flames.
Sharp is interfered with. There's going to be another Hawks power play coming up, as Zach Redmond just stepped right in front of Patrick Sharp. You got to let him go there in the middle of the ice. And the Hawks will go to a power play as a result.
Well, an interference call coming. And Zach Redmond, the blue liner for the Avalanche.
Well, the first Hawks power play really did nothing to put any momentum on their side. Here's their second chance of this period. And the faceoff is kicked back by Versteeg, but he got too much of it.
2 minutes more interference. Time to penalty 11 minutes, 25 seconds of the first period.
Duncan Keith clears it in for Taves. He was checked right at the line. Good stand-up by the Avs, who went 4 across. Now they make a steal. Here's Talbot, short-handed, goal post. I'll tell you, Eddie, this could be a 5-1 game, and that's where the chances have been up till now tonight. And they've had 2 spectacular short-handed opportunities. That one there a moment ago from Talbot.
And the other one from Tanguay.
Osa couldn't get anywhere with that pass, and here's Crawford. And this is going to be icing. Wow. The Blackhawks power play. You know, you talk often about entries. Well, the Hawks have had 3 minutes of power play time so far tonight, and that has been as big a problem as any.
Yeah, the Avalanche doing a good job in the middle of the ice. So here's that opportunity for Maxime Talbot, and going top shelf over the glove of Corey Crawford, and nothing but iron in behind the Blackhawk netminder. Max Talbot's first NHL coach is in the building tonight.
I sit next to him. Ding, 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 and still he lasted this long.
That's right. Go to the backhand when in doubt. Don't worry about the forehand shot off the crossbar.
Well, that dump in is not retrieved. Hawks will have to chase back. 45 for the man advantage.
And when you're having a tough time on the entries, Pat, is that's where you got to just get the puck to the red line and dump it in. If you got a chance to carry, you go ahead, but you got to get support.
Well, that pass was right there, it seemed, for Hosse. He couldn't pick it up. Now it's taken by Rundblad. To Saad. Brandon Saad rolled it in behind. It didn't connect with either of his buddies, and also have to reorganize. Now Ben Smith. He got pushed off the puck by the veteran Brad Stewart. And Stewart has time, rings it around Gennon, spins away from Kruger. And the puck cleared to center ice. Now the Colorado penalty over. Both teams at full strength. And Hawks have had 4 minutes of power play time. Here's a turnover, Kruger. Couldn't get rid of it, checked right away by Gennon after the Avs had a problem. But in 4 minutes of Hawks power play time, the best chances during that sequence have been to the PK team, the Avs. Smith, Nordstrom in the corner, rolled it back. Hjalmarsson's wrister is blocked. To Kruger, he hit his own man Smith, who turns and shoots. Pickard stopped it. Rebound cleared out of there. Hjalmarsson now takes a look. Same pass was read by Talbot, the Avs. Couldn't get anywhere with it, though. And now Tyson Barrie, their top-scoring defenseman, weaving into the Blackhawk zone. Barry chipped it toward the middle, picked out of the air by Shaw. And Andrew Shaw sends Saad out of the zone. Brandon Saad on the right side, pulls up, shoots one, it's blocked. Barry couldn't get it away from Saad. Went high up into the air, came back to Saad into the middle, he shoots, big save, pick up rebound, he made a second stop, and it's loose to the boards. Erickson taking away Redmond, and the Avs come out. Talbot will chip it in. Now Seabrook looking for Taves into the zone, fakes, drives, couldn't pull the trigger against Johnson. And the Avs start back. Jan Hayda could not get away from Chalmerson, kept in O'Reilly, put it across, Hayda. Johnson threw it in deep, Briere there, he missed it. Chalmerson out it ahead to Hossa. The Hawks will keep possession as they complete a change. 4 minutes remaining in the first. And icing waved out here, so Stewart's got to play it. Keith ahead for Kruger. He's hit hard into the boards. Versteeg carried on. That was Gannon that laid the wood on Kruger. Here's Keith, a long shot. Tip, they score! Tipped in by Patrick Kane, who was driving to the net. And a long shot redirected late the first. The Hawks have tied it.
Boy, what a play by Duncan Keith. Head up the whole way, and that's how he's able to see Patrick Kane, and Kane's able to get number 17 on the season. Kruger took a big hit. Versteeg gets it to Keith. His head up is the whole way. Shot pass. Patrick Kane with a stick on the ice. Beats Pickard. As you see Pickard being really aggressive out on top of the blue plate. And you see the reaction from Patrick Kane. Just talking about what a play by Duncan Keith from the back end. You picked up on it, Pat. Kruger took a big hit from Gannon. And one of the line adjustments by Joel Quenneville comes up large here in this first period for the line of Kruger. Versteeg and Kane ties this game up at 2. And again, what a pass from number 2 to number 88.
Well, Patrick Kane now has, in his last 20 games, he got 13 goals. And 17 for the year. Now, Barry kept it in, and Stewart, a long flipper, goes wide to Mitchell. Back to the line. Stewart, a long shot. Glove saved by Crawford. He will hang on. A shootout in the first period here in the Mile High City.
Well, time now for our Kia drives to the net, and the Avalanche. Nathan MacKinnon. Eric Johnson. The redirect by Jerome McGinley. Great left pad save there from Corey Crawford, and then while shorthanded, Maxim Talbot off the crossbar in behind Corey Crawford. 2-2 late in the first, and there's my great Hall of Fame partner mentioned a little bit earlier. This could be a 4 or 5-2 score here in the first period.
Certainly a big edge in scoring chances to the Avs here in the opening 20. Tanguay against Taves here. Rolled it in deep. Chalmerson able to backhand it out to center. Nick Chalmerson fired it ahead to Saad for Taves. A one-timer. Pickard got a stick in front of that. Hossa poked it to the corner. And Hayda came up with it for the Avs. Seabrook the other way, into the zone. Taves centered it. Saad drives. He turns deep and ran out of room. Hayda took him to the wall. And the Avs start back. Mitchell gets it into the Blackhawk zone. Now a center pass. Talbot missed. Picked up Keith.
Good hit there for Seabrook on Talbot after he made that pass.
Talbot. Bothered by Kruger. Now the Avs get it back into the zone. McKinnon. Checked by Patrick Kane back behind his own goal. And Oduya looks to Versteeg. He was covered. It's taken back to Duchesne. He lost it. And Kruger came out with it. Versteeg to Kane. He got checked. And back of the goal, Barry. Hassled by Kruger. Only Duchesne rolled it loose in the Avs. Gennon, a long pass for Duchesne. Matt Duchesne drives. Spinorama right to the net. Couldn't pull the trigger. What a recovery by Seabrook with a neat poke check. Back comes Sharp. He gets the line. Shaw to the net. The shot never got there. Sharp tried again. That's blocked by Stewart in front. Now a stop attempt by Smith denied. Ben Smith again. Smith rolled it back to Keith. His hot pass tipped by Sharp, but the redirect went wide. And Ryan O'Reilly got sandwiched on the board. Now they continue to flail away. Came back to Seabrook, tries a long glass, in and out of the glove. Smith, and a save, Pickard. And Smith got the rebound. Smith wanted Sharp, it's picked off. And Landeskog put it around the board. That's Brad Stewart able to clear to center. Seabrook missed Shaw with a pass, icing Chicago with time enough, 5 seconds remaining.
Well, the new and expanded Blackhawks stores are now open at 333 North Michigan Avenue and at Oak Brook Center Mall. Stop in today to find the best holiday gifts for the Blackhawks fan in your life, as well as limited edition products, memorabilia, and autographed collectibles. Visit ChicagoBlackhawks.com for more info. Real good shift for that line, Pat. It's on that ice.
Yeah, Shaw, Smith, and Sharp, a real good sequence. And the horn ends to... Well, it didn't end. It sounded to end the first period. And how about this? A total of 15 shots and 4 went in. The Hawks had 9 shots on goal. The Avs had 6. So we have played 20 minutes in the Mile High City. Yeah, there's some happy humans right there. And a shootout. McKinnon started the scoring. Saad got it back for the Hawks. A redirect from Johnson went in, and then another redirect from Kane tied it at 2.
Blackhawks hockey on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Visit buyhyundai.com. BMO Harris Bank. We're here to help. Ford, who invites you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. Corona Extra. Find your beach. And by Kia. Visit mykiachicago.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the Mile High City. A first period shootout. The team's tied, getting ready for the second. Before that starts, I want to take a moment to pass along some important information. But as you're well aware, the Chicago Blackhawks family, the entire family, going through some very difficult times. That's the assistant equipment manager, Clint Reif, who passed away a few days ago. Yesterday was a wake and burial ceremony in Villa Park. The entire Blackhawks organization was there at some point during the course of the day. A beloved figure who was 34 years old, married with 4 kids, the youngest of which, Colette, is 15 months old. There's also CJ, Aislinn, and Florence. Mom Kelly now is a single mom with those 4 children. So we want to make mention of a very important fund that has been created to try to help along and support the educational futures of those 4 young people. And the Clint Reif Memorial Fund, you can see the information if our great Blackhawks fans have an interest in helping along a very young family who just had a unspeakable tragedy happen to them. And Dad's not around anymore, so the guy who was going to be the breadwinner for those 4 kids, there is an educational fund that has been developed, and you saw the information. If you'd like to participate, we would be very grateful for that. And again, here's Iginla cutting in. He tried to center all the services and wake happened yesterday. So, here you are a day later, and the entire team was there, and there weren't very many dry eyes, as you might expect. This man was a very important part of the Chicago Blackhawks team. All right, underway in the second period.
And the second period is brought to you by Chevy and ChevyDriveChicago.com.
Here's Kruger. Stepping into the offensive zone. His wrist shot is handled by Calvin Pickard. And every time we came to Denver the last couple of years, Clint Rife has some very close friends who live here. Look at that. They actually have a seat with a Clint Rife jersey on it. They're at the game today with their kids, and all very good friends of the Rife family. And they're here, but nobody can forget the dynamic presence that he always was. Christie chipped it in. Redmond got it out to O'Reilly. Now here comes Landeskog, squeezing through a couple of checks, steps into the zone. His wrist shot blocked Oduya. Landeskog ran it through his legs, a drag move, and Oduya, good stick to deny O'Reilly, who looked like he was going to be able to get to the front of the net. Fine defensive work from 27 and White. Puck was then knocked down with a high stick.
Well, on New Year's Day, make sure you check in with CSN Chicago before and after the big game for the best Hawks pre- and post-game coverage. It all starts Thursday, New Year's Day at 11:30 a.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet. The Winter Classic, not that far away in our nation's capital, the Hawks and the Washington Capitals.
Hey, by the way, I will give a plug to the series, the Epic series that is being produced leading into the Winter Classic. Because here's a backhand shot high and wide from McKinnon. Penalty Chicago coming up. But they tell me that in last week's episode, which started airing last Tuesday, and you have access to this through the internet on Epics.com or the NHL, NHL.com or Blackhawks.com. You can see those shows that have been produced. There's apparently a great segment on Clint Rife in last week's episode. So if you want a little taste of what that guy was about and the dynamic presence that he had, apparently it's pretty good. So the first power play of the game for Denver. Sharp has a seat.
Yeah, the birthday boy in the penalty box.
Chicago penalty, number 10, Patrick Sharp. 2 minutes for interference.
Jalmerson to Smith. He's well covered. A follow-up from Jalmerson got it out. The Avs have scored a power play goal in 3 straight games leading into the break. They're 4 of their last 11. So this special team has been great for the Avs. And of course, the Blackhawks PK. Last couple of games has given up a couple of goals against, but season long, they remain best in the league. Graves trying to beat Johnson to the net, but eventually checked. And now back comes Duchesne. Matt Duchesne tried to center. Good stick there from Hossa in the middle. Iginla now. Dropped it back, Johnson. Put it to the other side, long shot, missed the net. Came to Iginla. Now Johnson goes the other way. Here's a shot by Barry that never got to the goal. Johnson tries, and that's blocked by Hossa, who cleared it. 40 for the Colorado power play.
Seabrook had broken the stick, and Kruger gave him his. Good job there from Kruger.
Let's get in Mitchell. And to drop it to Berry. Tyson Berry. Sends down low to Mitchell. Look under, go through the goal mouth. The center pass came to Crawford. And on a redirect, the deflection come right back to him.
First part of this power play, Pat. The Avalanche really using their defensemen and trying to get some shots from either the top or off to the side. And all of a sudden now they work the puck a little bit down low here as where puck is fired to the front of the net. Takes a crazy carom and Crawford's able to freeze it up and get a face-off.
The draw won by Mitchell. Redmond to Berry. Tyson Berry looking for a lane. He's got 21 points this year, more than any other Blackhawk D-man. Long wrister never got to the net. Hawks penalty over both teams, full strength. Now they get into Ginla, right to the goal, to the back end. He shoots over and a huge stop. Now taken by Mitchell. His pass deflected. Redmond kept it in. Taken back by Versteeg. Clearing it ahead. It bounced away from two Patricks. That'll be Berry. Regroups.
Jerome McGinless had 3 quality chances in this game. Not even halfway through.
Crawford coming out. Played it himself out ahead to Versteeg. And Pickard will take a whistle.
Quick play on that last opportunity for Jerome McGinley. Quick outlet pass there. Nice plays from Berry, Tanguay, and then there's Jerome McGinley trying to slide it on the ice, but Crawford denies with that left pad. There you see Semyon Varlamov, the backup goaltender, to Iginla's right, our right. Talking about that last opportunity for the elder statesman up front for the Avalanche.
Here's a near mishandle by the Av Johnson. He did turn it over. Eriksson bounce it in deep. Nordstrom check. Johnson dropped it to Hayda. Now Jan Hayda whipped it high. That's batted over to the boards. Taken by Eriksson. Nordstrom dumped it, retrieved Shaw, cuts in. Andrew Shaw knocked to the deck. He doesn't have a point in his last 9 games, Shaw. This puck is cleared to center ice. Bickle there with a dump in. Hawks changing.
Bickle was trying to shoot that puck in. He almost took out the legs of Nordstrom.
Oduya bounced it ahead. Taves had it jump loose. And Gannon lost it in the corner. There's Taves in deep. Jonathan Taves in front for Hossa. Just jumped off his blade. And then away from Oduya. Here come the Avs. They get it into the zone, and Landeskog, what a takeaway by Hjalmarsson, who scurried back to deny a chance for Landeskog. And it was knocked down with a high stick, they say. So a whistle. 13:36 to go in the second. 2-2.
Well, in our Illinois lottery, anything is possible. On this day, 1 year ago, Patrick Sharp became the first player in Blackhawks history to score a hat trick on his birthday. He was celebrating number 32 by scoring his 3rd career hat trick and adding an assist as the Hawks beat the same Colorado Avalanche 7-2 at the United Center. So happy 33rd birthday to Patrick Sharp.
And also a quick birthday shout out to a great friend of mine. Bobby Guerrero is celebrating a birthday today. Great friend of the Foley family, a huge Blackhawks fan. And she's 29 again. All right, here comes Kane out of the corner with a snapshot. Good save by Pickard. He held it.
Well, let's make it a hat trick, partner. Speaking of hat tricks, another birthday shout out to Maddie Hartman out there in Deer Park, Illinois. 18 years of age. Happy birthday to Maddie.
So they draw on the Colorado end of the ice.
Much different second period, partner. Not as not as wide open. And,
That's going to be an offside play.
well, Tuesday, the Bulls take on the Brooklyn Nets. Join Mark and Will at 6:30 for Bulls pregame live, presented by Coors Light. Then you get Neil, you get Stacy. Bulls versus Nets. That's Tuesday at 6:30 right here. Comcast Sportsnet.
Well, Calvin Pickard, a week and a half ago, playing the game for the Avs, where he set a Colorado rookie record. He made 47 saves. And the Avs actually lost the game. They never scored. They lost 1-0 to Pittsburgh. But no rookie goal in the history of this franchise ever made 47 saves in a game. So he's had a wonderful run entering play tonight. Here's a Rundblad shot. Tip deflected wide. Keith kept it. He got checked. And Everberg got it out of there. Rundblad. And Carcillo tipped it up and out of play. Calvin Pickard, when the Hawks played here at Thanksgiving, it was only his 5th game ever in the National Hockey League, and he was great that night. We oftentimes talk to Matty Meacham, the video coach, about he keep very close track of the scoring chance in the game. The chances that night were 21-12 for the Hawks, so they only won the game 3-2. So in the 5th game he ever participated in the NHL, Pickard was great, and really it hasn't slowed down for him since then. Saad driving in there, centered. Taves couldn't get his stick loose.
Like the idea, though, Saad busting wide there. Taves going to the front of the net.
Jalmerson has to scurry back. Hit hard by Landeskog. Into the corner it goes, and now O'Reilly dropped it back to Johnson. O'Reilly rolled it in behind the net. Now Briere left it. Johnson joining the play. Goes down low. The D-man Eric Johnson. Back to Jan Hayda. His long shot is blocked out in front and cleared the other way. They try to catch the Hawks in a change. It didn't work out. Seabrook fires it around. And the Avs clear to center. Nordstrom helped by Shaw. He steps in there. Shaw drives. A backhand shot. Tip. Good save, Pickard. Oh, that hit a defender on the backhand chance for Shaw. And it required a terrific stop from Pickard. McKinnon the other way. Dropped it. Here's Duchesne. Stripped of it. Good stick, Shaw. And Andrew Shaw with a good defensive play now sends Nordstrom into the zone. Shooting. Save, Pickard. He held it.
A couple of good chances, good opportunity there after the great defensive play by Andrew Shaw in his own zone. Nordstrom's shot looked like it kind of dipped and dove towards the goaltender, and here's that opportunity, maybe off the stick of Tyson Barrie, but a good opportunity from Andrew Shaw again. 2 shifts in a row now, Pat. The Hawks have used their speed to the outside and just throwing the puck towards the net, trying to generate and create. Not seen Danny Carcillo in a while, Pat.
Out there a couple of shifts ago, and where the puck came to him, he sort of tipped it on an attempted dump and tipped it up into the crowd. But here's for Steve. Dropped it. Eriksson's shot never got through. Kruger back to Rundblad. Then Kane. Kane looks towards Eriksson. Versteeg now battles to the middle, across for Kane, and jumped over his blade. Versteeg grabbed by Hayden. And now the Avs clear their zone. Mitchell gets it to the other end. Mitchell to the middle, his shot blocked. Iginla had it taken away. Pinching Redmond kept it in. Now Kruger. There goes Versteeg, but the pass never reached him. Picked off by Stewart at center. Redmond cleared it in. Landeskog, who was named captain of this team when he was 19 years old. That pass broken up. Sharp the other way. Sharp drives and shoots. Save. Pickard. No. Rebound with Carcillo lurking at the front of the net. He found no loose change, so the game remains tied at 2 midway in the second.
Well, fans, don't miss your chance to catch all the exciting Blackhawks action from in between the player benches. Bid on the CME Group seats through the online CME Group seats auction. For more info, visit ChicagoBlackhawks.com.
Entering the action tonight, the Blackhawks leading the best division in the NHL, and I say that because there's nobody under 500 in this division. Now, these are updated standings. Winnipeg has already beaten Minnesota, so those numbers included in the stat. Nothing gets by Rossi. And Dallas was, I believe, they were leading St. Louis, right? And Nashville also winning. So those are the updates of what's going on around the division, which has every team in action this evening. But there's no other division can make that claim. Every team in the grouping is at worst 500. Now the Avs, McLeod in for Cleach. He's checked. Carcillo, who tonight is playing in his 19th consecutive Blackhawks game. This one is shot in. Nate Gannon facing some pressure. Got away from it, and the Avs come out. Everberg dumped it. Colorado changing. Erickson back.
Mentioned about not seeing Carcillo prior to that TV timeout. This was only his second shift of the period.
Osa tried to throw it in front. That's picked off before reaching side. And oh, that's a penalty. The Avs, McKinnon tried to go off the glass to safely get it out. He got too much of it. Penalty and a Hawks power play.
No, Pat, I don't know if we've talked about this or not. Like, do you like this? Do you like this rule? I know it's been in for a while and it's what it is, but do you like it?
Well, not really, but I get it because it is too easy to do it when you're in trouble defensively.
Right.
So, you know, there's a lot of times where it isn't an intentional play.
Right.
But you know, there's a guy who's under pressure, trying to go off the glass. Hey, it's his problem. You got to keep it in the ring.
Yeah, puck was on edge, and I like it at black and white. And easy call for the official.
All right, here's Kane. Down low, Taves back to Kane. Shaw front of the net. Kane taking a look. Here's Sharp's one-timer. Never got through. Good block, Cleach. And Talbot hacked it loose to Cleach. Is Rishaw with stick broke. Well, he couldn't get anything on that attempt. Kane the other way. Patrick Kane gets the line for Keith. Back over to Taves. Then Sharp. Taves towards the middle. Kane takes a look. Back to Sharp at one time, but that never got to the net. And O'Reilly's clearing attempt held in by Keith. Taves drives, centered it at the feet of Kane. Now Kane. He'll take a look down low to Taves to give and go, and the shot attempt didn't get through. The Avs get it out. .45 for the Hawks power play. Hossa, lots of traffic there at the blue line, so that rush didn't develop anything. Seabrook kept it. Versteeg now put it in front. Here's the shot side. It's blocked, rebound, and a save by Pickard. And inside, couple of chances to trigger.
Hawks have had a couple of opportunities here, Pat, and
Sharp had a couple shots blocked. The last opportunity for Saad was blocked, and then eventually this puck works itself to Chris Versteeg right there, and Pickard able to make a real good save at the end of this Blackhawk power play.
Rundblad. Now to Seabrook. He's going to bring it. Goal, he scores! Brent Seabrook overpowered Calvin Pickard. And a power play tally from Seabrook has the Hawks in front.
Well, we talk a lot about the heaviness of the shot from number 7, and that is goal number 7. Face-off win. Saad to Hossa to Rundblad. Watch Seabrook. Just get it and let it go. Head up the whole way. That's a tough angle. Perfectly placed shot. And the Hawks with a 3-2 lead. 6:46 left to go here in the second period. And man, we talk a lot about Brent Seabrook and the different attributes and the leadership that he brings each and every day. And how often do we talk about that shot? I mean, that when he shoots the puck, it explodes off his stick.
13 minutes, 14 seconds of the second period. Seabrook from Rundblad.
So the Hawks power play comes through, and this is offside.
Well, on New Year's Day, cheer on your favorite team as CSN Chicago hosts a special hockey viewing party at the Ogden. Watch Chicago battle DC at 11:30 a.m. and you can win tickets, sign merchandise, and more. For reservations, visit theogdenchicago.com.
McKinnon goes across to Duchesne with speed, cuts in there, shooting, good save, Crawford, rebound, into the middle of whack, and it went wide, McKinnon. Rebound to the boards. Now it came back, a long shot and a save by Crawford again. And now the Hawks able to get control of it. Kruger gloves it down to his stick, but was checked right away. And Duchesne in on Oduya. Hayes gets help. And it's cleared to center for Stieg. Gains the line looking for Kane. Patrick Kane's wrist shot. In and out of the glove of Pickard. A whack and a save. Pickard on Taves, who had to just try to muscle it through him. And Pickard able to keep his team within 1. They're down 1 because of number 7 in white. He had time to take a look and blew it by Calvin Pickard.
So in our Hyundai What to Look For, here's some news around the National Hockey League. Big changes in New Jersey. They lose tonight to the New York Rangers, 3-1. Speaking of the Devils, a couple of them tested for mumps. Same thing in Pittsburgh, and former Blackhawk John Scott suspended 4 games. Probably should have been 8 games for a sucker shot on Tim Jackman of the Anaheim Ducks.
Well, the Colorado Avalanche, 35 minutes into this game, they've had only a dozen shots. So after a wildly paced opening 20, and again, the 3 days off the ice played into that for both teams, but things much more settled here in period 2. They've had a hard time getting the puck to Corey Crawford. On the last shift, they did 3 times, and a couple were great chances. But Crawford, when called upon, especially that last sequence, playing very well for the Blackhawks. This is his 21st game of the year. And out of the first 20, in 14 of them, he gave up 2 goals or less. So I always think that's a really good night for a goalie. Hold the other team to 2 or fewer. That's what they always say. You've given your team a chance to win. Here's a long shot, Oduya, and a save by Pickard. Now in behind, it's Saad. Taken down by Johnson. And the Avs come away. Briere gains the line. Centered it. The tip. Oh, that might have been a kick by O'Reilly. Went just wide. Landeskog to O'Reilly in behind. Threw it out in front. Here's a shot. Hayda missing the target. And the Avs get it back. Landeskog to O'Reilly. Dropped it back. And a long shot. Johnson. Good save by Crawford with the right pad. Rebound. Hossa to Saad. Brandon Saad moves into the wrist shot. He missed the target. So the Avs will dump it back the other way. Hossa fights the puck loose. A pass just missing Shaw. Andrew Shaw able to win a corner battle. He dropped it back to Keith. Bickle lost control to Redmond. And now Nordstrom out of the corner. Bickle threw it in front. They passed and connect. And Shaw upended by McKinnon as they went shoulder to shoulder to the board. Now Shaw back in the play, and it's taken away by Duchesne. He's going to get to the goal. A breakaway, Duchesne. What a play, Seabrook. Brent Seabrook without getting a penalty against a speedy, dangerous forward. Back comes Nordstrom shooting, and a save, Pickard. And we're going to look back at a great defensive play.
Well, it's the second great defensive play, Pat, by Brent Seabrook in this hockey game. And Duchesne leans in. And once he leans in, Brent Seabrook's going to go to the outside. He doesn't get any contact. That's a great look. Watch. Duchesne's going to lean. Seabrook avoids it, and he reaches around, lifts up the stick. No penalty play. Duchesne not happy about it. Sometimes you got to tip your helmet to that man right there, Brent Seabrook, with another sensational defensive play.
The Avs Gannon missing on a pass, icing Denver.
Well, this Monday, December 29th already, partner. Can't believe it. When the Hawks take on the Nashville Predators, the first 20,000 fans that enter the United Center will receive a Blackhawks fleece blanket presented by North Shore University Health System. Visit ChicagoBlackhawks.com for ticket info. Aaron, we're going to need that fleece blanket next week because it's going to get a little chill will next week. Finally, after being 50 degrees back home.
That's offside. Yeah, we're down here. Actually, I did the other day. I saw a couple guys teeing it up.
Yeah.
I was kind of jealous.
You threw on the brakes.
Yeah. So the Blackhawks entering the game tonight with the third best road point total in the entire NHL. The Hawks away from home 11-6-1. And only two teams in the league have more road points than their total of 23 coming in to the game. And we told you the Avs at home have not been great. They're 23rd in home points. Daniel Carcillo. Jammed up at center. Smith looks towards Sharp. His wrister blockered away by Pickard. O'Reilly threw it across the ice. Avs get it in. Landeskog rolled it back. Stewart was coming on a change, couldn't get there to keep it in. So Seabrook starts the Hawks back away. Taves into the zone. Looking to drive. Taves banked it off the side of that. He was trying to get a bank pass to Saad. Didn't get quite the right hop. Stewart rings it around. Taken by Keith.
Keith wanted to get off the ice there, Pat, but he wanted to make sure he gave Jalmerson an outlet.
Taves. Grabbed by Zach Redmond. And the Avs able to come up with the puck. And now we get down to a minute remaining in period 2.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Now it's captured by Versteeg, whose backhand went wide. Versteeg with an assist so far tonight. Here's the counterattack. McKinnon with wheels. He gets in on Seabrook, pulls up. The trailer, all we wanted. Barry, the pass deflected before reaching him. Now Versteeg, a steal. He cuts in. Tried to pull it forehand. Could not. Against a good check from Gennon. So Nate Gennon fires it back till he broke his stick on that dump in. The steal behind Talbot centered it. Oh, and Duchesne tried to make a goal mouth pass that didn't work. Matt Duchesne. Tied up on the boards. Keith dug it loose to Seabrook. Cleared it to Kane. He gets the line. Kane, a wrister, blocker away by Pickard. And that will finish the second period here tonight. Blackhawks had 13 shots in the second. The Avs had 8. And the 40-minute total is 22 Chicago, 14 Colorado. The only goal coming on a Brent Seabrook power play rocket. That's the difference in the game right there. And it's 3-2 Chicago.
Blackhawks hockey on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by AT&T Uverse. AT&T Uverse high-speed internet. The Uverse revolves around you. Call 1-800-PIC-ATT.
Welcome back to the Mile High City. You see the Blackhawks will take a 1-goal lead into the third period. We get a chance to talk to assistant coach Kevin Dineen. He's brought to us tonight by Pace Madison Stadium Express. I always find the first period of a game when you've been off the ice for 2 or 3 days to be really interesting. I don't know if the coach were pulling their hair out, but the second period, it just seemed like you got more into your type of flow.
Yeah, no question, Pat. I think, we have a real small coach's room in there, so I was sitting kind of outside, could overhear the players talking, and I think they fessed up. I think we all knew that it wasn't a good start. I think we were wary of it, and it still bit us pretty badly there in the first period, but much better effort in the second period.
Hey, Kev, watching Brent Seabrook over his Blackhawk career, it's hard for me to say that he has played any better than he's played here the last 6 or 8 weeks. What have you seen from number 7 from your vantage point?
You always respect the shot. His offensive instincts are very strong, for one. But I think more than anything, he's really taken a lot of pride in his defending. And you know what? We're not shy of any matchups with the top defenseman that we have on our team. And Seas has been a really big part of that as well.
His goal is a power play goal. Did you really need one of those from that special team in terms of the confidence level and so forth?
Well, I think, on both sides of our special teams, I think our team really feeds off it one way or another. And I think, like the rest of our game, it was pretty stinky there in the first period. Rebounded well with a nice goal in the second.
Appreciate a couple minutes.
Okay,
Good luck
guys.
here in the third.
And this third period is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
Saab looking to drive. Got the puck right through the blue paint to Keith. Centered it. Hosa's open. He shoots. Big save by Pickard. Well, Marian Hossa, who had a chance in the first period from almost the same spot. Mitchell to the other end. Put it across. Here's a centering pass. Never got all the way through. Taves on the counterattack. Down to 3-on-2. Taves the trigger man. Now Hossa into the middle shooting. Pickard the save. He wasn't sure where it was. The whistle had gone even though the puck came free. The referee lost sight of it. So no further play.
It was almost a 4-on-2 for the Hawks here. Great opportunity. As you mentioned, that puck was free. The referee lost sight of it. Opportunity back at the other end. Jerome McKinley throwing that puck to the front of the net. And then the opportunity for Marian Hossa. Great pass there from Duncan Keith. Quality chances at either end. Not even
44 seconds into this third period, and this third period is a lot like what we had in the first period.
The first 45 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Marian Hossa with a couple of goals in his last 4 games. But those are the only points he's had in the last 7 games. Although he did pick it up an assist on the Seabrook tally tonight. Here's Oduya. His long shot never got to the net. Landeskog cleared it. And that's going to be icing Colorado.
Well, you still have time to exercise your right to vote. Cast your votes for Taves, Kane, Sharp, Keith, Seabrook, and Crawford. Every ballot you cast is another chance for you to win a trip to Columbus, Ohio. See the NHL All-Star Weekend. Visit NHL.com/vote and vote today.
Here's Seabrook bringing it around. O'Reilly had the read but couldn't pick up the puck off the boards. Keith the other way. Kruger helped by Versteeg. Now Kane's got it. There's some real line juggling going on from Coach Q. Really virtually the entire game tonight. Here's Seabrook with a long blast. Good block, Landeskog. And the Avs able to get it out. Now the Hawks put it back in there. Shaw looking to center. That went all the way through. And now Tyson Berry is pressured by Nordstrom, who steals, drives. He couldn't get rid of an attempt. And now the 3-on-2 the other way. Duchesne gets the line. And then McKinnon's long wrister. Great play by Johnny Oduya at the blue line. They had a 3-on-2 the Avs, and they wound up with a 55-footer because Oduya gummed everything up at the blue line.
It's knowing where you are on the ice. Good stick, turn it over, and at the end of this play, Pat, Brian Bickle looks to run Nathan MacKinnon into the 4th row. He knew he was in a position where he had to just fire the puck because the play really did not materialize, and MacKinnon took him a while to kind of get his bearings and get back to the bench. But a good finish hit there by Brian Bickle on Nathan MacKinnon, and look like the Avs, as you mentioned, Pat, we're going to have something good going on, but a good stick defensively from Johnny Oduya. Thank you very much. That was a heck of a play.
Here's Eric Johnson on his backhand. Johnson ran out of room finally. Smith got to him. Held in Hayda. His long shot was blocked by Chalmerson. And then Smith had it bounce loose. Finally Sharp darts it back, bearing it into Colorado ice. Centering pass jumped away from Saad. Comes back to Rundblad. He dumped it. And now the Avs clear it back to the neutral area. Comes all the way around, and here's Seabrook. Keith has time. And the dump in didn't get very far. Stewart put it back the other way. Picked up by Saad. Might be 3-on-2. Taves into the zone. Taves weaving center to give and go. Hossa gave it back to Taves, but he was well covered. Good play, Redmond, preventing a shot. Hossa now for Seabrook. Here it comes. Hit traffic out in front. Hit Stewart. And now the Avs start back. MacKinnon helped by Talbot. Maxime Talbot turns in deep. Seabrook got in his way and took it away. Then Keith will send it into the Colorado end. Hawks changing. Tyson Berry. A little work his way into the neutral zone to Mitchell. Barry to the net, the pass. Just out of the reach of Barry. Good stick, Oduya jammed it up. Now Hjalmarsson. A bank pass looking for Versteeg. Barry there first. Iginla across the ice to Barry. Looks to Iginla into the zone. His wrist shot is blocked by Oduya. Comes loose to Hayda. His long one. Kicked away by Crawford. Tanguay dropped it back. Bickle got to his point man. Broke the play up. Now here's Bickle looking to steal. Mitchell checks him. And Hayda bothered by Bickle in the corner. As able to keep control. Johnson. Good play to Hayda. And they get out. Briere looking to drive. His shot. Good stick by Keith. He blocked the attempt. And Keith cleared to center. Here's Johnson. Ahead for O'Reilly. Trying to go up the middle. And he wanted to make a pass. And Seabrook broke that up. Back comes O'Reilly. O'Reilly hangs on. Landeskog lost it to Sharp.
Good play by Carcillo defensively.
Sharp's pass, though, picked off. Back in they come. Here's Briere trying to center. That's picked off by Smith. Ben Smith to Danny Carcillo. And the Hawks get it in. Hjalmarsson. Eriksson is rink wide, taken. Hossa into the zone. Crisscrossing, shooting. Blockered away by Pickard. Way down to the corner. Taves dug it out of there. Taves trying to muscle his way in front. Not this time. And the Avs start back. And here Quenneville had his top lineup against the fourth line for the Avs. Now Saad's got it. Saad in for Hossa. He missed it. Rumblad. Then a Taves shot. Sticked away by Pickard. And now the Avs clear it out. Eric Johnson has no help as the Avs are changing, looking to buy time. He did throw it across. Here's a shot. Went up high. Good chance for Duchesne. He missed the net.
A nice play there from Eric Johnson. As you mentioned, Pat, he was all by himself. Waited for some help, and he got it. And now there's going to be a penalty, it looks like, on Duchesne for interfering on Brent Seabrook. The Hawks look like they should be getting a power play.
So with the lead, the Hawks at a man advantage when we come back.
Well, time now for our BMO Harris Bank check replay, and talked about the big hit by Brian Bickle on Nathan MacKinnon coming all the way back. You see MacKinnon, and now you don't. He puts him up against the boards. And then there's that interference call. Not a good penalty at all by Matt Duchesne, and interferes with Brent Seabrook. So what an opportunity here. Up by one, on the road, on the power play. Give yourself a little bit of a cushion.
Now the draw. Taken by the Avs.
Penalty. Number 9, Matt Duchesne. 2 minutes for interference. Time penalties. 2 seconds.
Now Keith up the ice. Put it on the stick of Kane to Seabrook. 2 D-men out here in the Hawks power play with a 1-goal lead. It's a Taves, Kane, Sharp in front. Taves has got it. Wants Seabrook. Keith to Seabrook. Kane, Sharp's at the front of the net. Kane's going to look down low to Taves. There's the pass. He tried to give it back to him. It's tipped to Seabrook. Now Taves. Needs help from Kane. Taves has got it. Wanted Seabrook in front. The pass broken up. Nice play, Johnson. Then a shot. They score! The Avs had it, lost it. I think the Taves forced the turnover. Went right to Sharp. And bang, point blank. The Hawks have a 4-2 lead.
after some one-on-one plays on a power play that weren't working, and Jonathan Toews tried 2 of those type of plays. He stayed right with the puck, Pat, got his nose over the puck, stayed right with it, and Patrick Sharp, the birthday boy, finds the puck on his stick and beats Calvin Pickard short side on the ice. And the Hawks with a huge power play goal. Now lead by 2.
So Sharp's 6th goal of the year. That should be the 2nd assist of the night for the captain.
Chicago goals.
And again, just the
Patrick Sharp.
workmanlike, determined effort we come to expect, you, but you still have to appreciate from the guy wearing the C.
Yeah, just right before that, Pat, he tried to beat a guy, and I mean, usually if you have to try to beat a guy when you're setting up on your power play, you're just trying to do a little bit too much, but he tried to make a play, he stayed right with it, and got the puck to the front of the net, and it's a huge play from Jonathan Toews to Patrick Sharp.
Hawks get a draw. Versteeg. His shot is off a leg. Smith. And then to spin it out of the corner. Now Hjalmarsson brings it around. Ben Smith wants Marcus Kruger. He pulled it out in front. Tried to beat Versteeg. Got a shot by Kruger and then stopped nicely by Pickard's shoulder. Avs get the puck back and Duchesne into the zone. Barry gonna drop into the trailer. Here's a long shot. Redmond missed the net. And came back to Barry at the line. He'll go across Redmond. Barry's one-timer. Save. Crawford. Rebound. He made a second save. And a penalty Chicago as Oduya's gonna go off. Here come the Avs. McKinnon fluttered it wide. 6 attackers for the Avs. Now a pass stolen by Oduya, who's going to turn and head right to the penalty box. He knows what's coming.
Oh, what a play by Corey Crawford. Keep this game a 2-goal cushion. Opportunity in front of the net. Talbot's there. Duchesne is there. McKinnon is there. And Oduya takes the penalty. And it's going to be a hook on Johnny O.
So a big sequence here. The Hawks have converted 2 power play opportunities tonight. Avs looking to get an answer. But great pressure by Toews, forcing a turnover. He walks back in on Barry one-on-one. Tyson Barry able to play him well. O'Reilly back ahead, Landeskog. Gabriel Landeskog rolled it out to Johnson and took a jump on him. Now Briere chipped it in. Eric Johnson's in deep. Landeskog out to Barry. They get O'Reilly looking back to Barry to Johnson. Eric Johnson can't find a lane. Barry tries. That didn't get by Seabrook. Wow, how's Brent Seabrook been tonight?
Terrific. Just, I mean, he's been that whole way, Pat. I mean, we've talked a lot about him over the course of the last little while, and the video never lies. A penalty on Hjalmarsson here. That's a penalty on Hjalmarsson. It looked like he drove.
He's really upset with the call. You can see the Hawks are going to be 2 men short here for 40 seconds.
That was Tanguay, I believe, that went into Corey Crawford. I don't know if he ever tried to avoid making contact with Crawford, but Hjalmarsson not happy with the call on the ice.
disagree with the call, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a tough play. I mean, in that case, it's easy to sit up here and say it, but in that case, the guy's going through to the side of the net. You got to let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit the player into his goalie, so it's not Tanguay's fault. All right, here's a game situation, a 40-second two-man advantage for the Avs. They win the draw. Johnson to McKinnon. Erik Johnson goes across. Briere sends it down low, got it back. Now here's a wrist shot and a save by Crawford with a right pad. Rebound, Iginla, and taken away by Kruger. He's able to get it out of the zone. Quickly back, Johnson. Erik Johnson spins it back. There's Tanguay, goes down low. Then got it back, Tanguay. A good stick there by Kruger. I should say by Taves, knocked it out of the zone. Back they come. Tanguay dropped it. And it's held in by O'Reilly. First penalty's over. Here's Johnson. Good save by Crawford. No rebound. With a couple of loose Colorado sticks available, they did not get a second chance.
Boy, a couple of big plays by the forwards out there. You mentioned a play by Kruger and then a great stick from Jonathan Taves. Kill off a good 20 seconds. You're able to have sticks in lanes, deny opportunities. Avalanche trying to get a little bit too fine on their 5-on-3, could really never get it down low. And that last save was an easy save by Crawford. Did a good job of not giving up a rebound off that shot from Johnson.
So a one-man advantage for 75 for the Avs. O'Reilly. Back to Johnson. Then Barry. They're still on the perimeter. Landeskog trying to move in with a wrist shot well wide, and he missed it long side. It does get all the way out. Tyson Barrie into the zone. Tanguay rings it around. Landeskog threw it back around the board. Now O'Reilly goes down low. Here's Landeskog. Poke check by Crawford nicely. Avs get it back. Half a minute of power play time. Briere shot. And to save, Crawford through a Landeskog screen. And the rebound cleared. Johnson back up there. Going rink wide. McKinnon checked by Rundblad. McKinnon came up with a walks-in shooting. Hit the outside of the near post. Picked up by Keith. He waited a little too long. Lost it. It came back to the blue paint. Crawford alert.
Well, a lot of looks and the setup for the Avalanche out on top of the two circles. And then they finally worked the puck down low and tried to take the puck to the front of the net. Landeskog was the guy. There was some room there. The inability of adjustments for the Avalanche on their power play. Not a lot going on in the Blackhawk penalty killing. Again, stepping up large here with this huge kill. 5-on-3 and then 5-on-4.
All the penalties over both teams at full strength. So a 40-second two-man advantage does not convert for the Avs. And the Hawks PK looming large here in the late stages of the game. Talbot's in deep. A steal by Shaw. In for Versteeg. He looks to drive. Weaves to the middle. Hangs on. Now snapped it off. Missed the net. Kane had it knocked off his stick. Now Seabrook will fire it around the Colorado end. Iginla to Mitchell. John Mitchell could not get away from Keith. Now Kane to the other end. He's got a goal and assist tonight. Patrick Kane put it in deep. Picked up by Mitchell. Now Hayda into the zone. Mitchell it up the board. Picked up by Iginla. Wants Tanguay. The pass was at his feet. Broken up by Carcillo, and out comes Smith. Mitchell the other way. Brings it around. Or tried to. Where'd that puck go? It hit the official, I guess, and the Avs now could not keep it in. Here's Barry gaining the line. Barry ran it through his legs. Landeskog the shot. Crawford the save. It's loose. And he's able to locate and cover. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the third.
Well, time now for our AT&T U-verse upcoming schedule. Only one game remaining in 2014. And then New Year's Day, the Winter Classic in D.C. The Dallas Stars come to the United Center.
We promised it earlier. We'll bring it now. Miller time brought to you by Miller Lite.
Well, the third goal of the game, a huge one by Brent Seabrook on the power play. And then speaking of the power play, the birthday boy, Patrick Sharp. The Hawks with a 4-2 lead with 5:10 remaining here in the third.
Johnson's long flipper sailed up off the glass. Now they work on the boards, and eventually the Hawks are able to clear it. O'Reilly mishandled it. And back comes Landeskog. Weak wrister handled easily by Crawford. Landeskog dropped it to Johnson. His shot goes up high. And Nordstrom able to get it out of there. Here comes Bickle. He's going to try to get to the net, but good stick there by Landeskog. Bickle gets it back. He wanted Shaw in front. Pass never got through.
Something to keep an eye on here. Patrick Roy really likes to be aggressive and pull his goaltender with a lot of time remaining, so keep an eye on it. Maybe somewhere in that 2.5 to 3 minute range, being down by 2 goals.
Duchesne gets the line. His pass was way behind Barry. Nordstrom to the other end. And his shot blocked. Now the Avs, McKinnon. Lost it. Shaw near the end of a shift, and at the Mile High, well, it looks like they might have had something going offensively. It's time to get it in, get off. Back come the Avs. Here's a long shot. Mitchell missing. Held in Iginla. And it's taken back by Kane. Out ahead for Kruger. Kruger threw it in deep. And out come the Avs. Tanguay, they've got a 3-on-2. Tanguay into the zone. Iginla. He centered it. Here's the shot. Blocked out in front by a sprawling Kruger. Now Kane the other way. They got 3-on-3 into the zone. Kane for Seabrook. It missed. And the Avs then misfired a pass, icing Colorado.
Well, remember to bring your Blue Cross and Blue Shield card to all Blackhawk home games for a chance to be a part of the Blue Cross upgrade experience. Carry the card that gives you benefits wherever you are. Blue Cross. Through it all. That last play, Pat, by Patrick Kane. Got to know the time, got to know the situation. That puck's got to go ahead. You can't be making backhand passes back towards your net this late in the game unless you're 110% sure. Hawks got lucky that the Avalanche eventually iced that puck.
Now a steal by Smith. Could not get it to the middle. Sharp with a shot and a save. Pickard. Rebound taken by Mitchell. Able to clear to center. Patrick Sharp. A long wrist shot. Pickard was hugging the post. And he's got the puck. 2 minutes remaining. 4-2 in favor of the Hawks.
So time now for our GMC professional grade saves. That was the first shot of the game. Jerome McGinley. Nice play there from O'Reilly to Johnson. McGinley again on the backhand in that second period. Duchesne with a chance. There's McKinnon on the backhand. Good opportunity there for Tanguay. And Corey Crawford probably saw more pucks in that first period. When you look at the numbers, Pat, I mean, the more action. I mean, only 4 shots, but the majority of that first period was played right in front of Corey Crawford.
Very important game, I think, for Crawford, coming off his really only subpar game of the entire year up till now, which was a couple of days before Christmas. And like any great competitor, if you have a night that's not so good, you can't wait to get back in there. And Corey Crawford, you see Pickard on the bench, but Crawford tonight has been outstanding.
And the second goal of the game went off the leg of Rundblad.
So 6 attackers for the Avs. Now they lose the puck side. Able to get it into the zone. Quickly back Landeskog. He's checked by Saad. Duchesne dropped it back. Here's a chance for Barrie. Good blocker from Crawford. It's up and out of play. To be back on home ice to take on the Nashville Predators. That game looms large in the division race. That'll be Monday night. They're looking to close out this victory over the Avs, which has 80 seconds to go.
Good face-off win there for Ben Smith on the backhand. And it's always something to look at the end of games when coaches are protecting leads to see who is out on the ice, who is taking a face-off there. Ben Smith wins this cleanly, and then Brent Seabrook. This is not an easy play. On your backhand, you get a lot on that puck. Get that puck out, and the Avs shot that cleanly into the neshing in behind, and that's why the face-off comes outside. Good execution there by Smith and Seabrook.
Tanguay gets in. O'Brier, that was sorry. Rebound picked up by Smith. And Smith fights his way to center. Redmond able to rub him off in front of the Avalanche bench. But now down to the final minute of regulation. Seabrook slots it away from Briere. Kane got it out. Seabrook rolled it to the center ice area. Avs had to dump this one. Mitchell. Checked by Keith. Duncan Keith around to Seabrook. Able to clear it back into the Avalanche zone. It is going to go far enough for icing, and the whistle with half a minute to go. Yeah, you're playing at a mile high. Look at all these guys. And these two, particularly 2 and 7, have certainly had their normal, maybe even a little bit more ice time than is normal for them. But after 3 days off, Ed Quenneville will use his timeout here. He saw both defensemen hunched over. He said, I better let him try to find a little win here at a mile high. Blackhawks hockey produced tonight and every night on Comcast Sportsnet by Mike Leary. The director is the Bulldog, Dave Turner. Our fantastic associate producer, Dave Ross.
Attaboy, Rossi.
Yeah, how about them Cowboys? Mark Harper, the technical manager. Jim Corno Jr., the executive producer. Richard Thamert, our stage manager tonight. So the Avs in desperate straits with a 2-goal deficit and half a minute remaining. So we mentioned the ice time for Keith and Seabrook. Seabrook at 25, Keith 26.5. So they're gonna, you can tack on a half a minute to both of those totals. Now that's what they're gonna finish with. After not skating at all for 3 straight days and coming up to the Mile High City. The centering pass is deflected back to the corner. Now came back to Barry. His long shot picked off by Ben Smith. He looks ahead. Kane's going to get a freebie. Patrick Kane finishes it off. And then Kane got ridden to the end boards, and now we're going to have a problem. A little bit of a jolt after the final goal was scored. The Hawks not liking the way Kane was treated for the empty netter.
Well, a couple of things to watch. The pickup by Patrick Kane to knock this puck out of midair. Off the play from Ben Smith. And then it was Matt Duchene and Patrick Kane in the corner. And then Gabriel Landeskog came in and gave Patrick Kane a little bit of a rough ride. And then that's when everybody came in.
Well, it went right between his legs. Watch that. Duchene, cheap shot. So, pretty understandable why you'd be a little upset. You want to draw somebody's attention? That's a pretty quick way to do it.
And you put this one in your back pocket and you go to school. And I mentioned the pickup by Patrick Kane, the stick of Duchene. And this is a huge win for the Blackhawks considering the way the game started, Pat, here in Denver, the first game after the Christmas break.
Yeah, they were not at their best, but they've now only lost twice in their last 15 starts overall, and a big bounce-back performance from number 50. Terrific all throughout the proceedings tonight, and the Hawks win it.